Poop happens. Whether you call it the toilet, the throne, the porcelain god, the loo, or even the think tank, chances are if you're on a GLP-1, you've had either some eventful or pretty uneventful visits to the bathroom, from constipation, diarrhea, sulfur burps, acid reflux, and bloating. Today, I want to bring you the most popular, top suggested advice and tips from the GLP-1 community to help alleviate some of these very uncomfortable GI issues. So stick around. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Grace. If you're not, it's good to see you again. I started using Zepbound back in February to aid in my weight loss struggles. And most recently in the channel, I ran a poll to find out what is the number one side effect that people struggle with when they are on a GLP-1 like Zepbound, Wegovy, Ozempic, or Mounjaro. And this particular side effect topped the list with 42% of you saying GI issues like constipation and diarrhea are the number one side effect that you experience. So today I want to share with you the information that I gathered from the community as the top tips to help manage these GI issues to make your everyday with the GLP-1 a lot easier. Now, according to Eli Lilly, constipation management, if you're on Zepbound or Mounjaro, starts with lifestyle changes, hydration, and fiber. While Novo Nordisk, if you're on Wegovy or Ozempic, they say that constipation on that medication is common, but it's typically mild and temporary, so it doesn't last very long. Now, they suggest that to mediate some of these GI issues, you want to stay active, you want to drink more water, and you want to boost your fiber. So the tips are common from both, drug companies. Now, why is it that we get so backed up using GLP-1s? GLP-1s slow down your stomach, which slows down your whole digestive system. Food takes longer to move from your intestines, and while it's sitting there, your body is pulling out more and more water out of it. That's why it's harder for this poop to push through. Now, on top of that, these meds make you less hungry, so you might not be eating or drinking as much fiber or water hydration that you need to be able to really get things flowing. Now, here's what GLP-1 users swear by to get things moving again. Mago 7 is a really popular supplement that a lot of you in the community say you have to try. I have not tried it. What I have tried, which is another very popular suggested tip, is BioOptimizer's Magnesium Breakthrough. It says to take 2 of these. It has 7 types of magnesiums. I have tried this. This is the only bottle I've tried so far. I'm not sure that it works as much as other people love it. But if you know anything about my story, you know that I have chronic constipation, and I am actually on a prescription medication to manage that while I am on Zepbound. Now, another tip that the GLP-1 community swears by is hydration. Hydration is key. If you're not drinking enough water, fiber won't work the way that it should. So make sure that you are drinking water at least 80 to 100 ounces a day is the recommended dose. Adding fiber with whole foods, you have to think about having more berries, more leafy greens. If you're not having a little bit of chia seeds like sprinkled in your oatmeal or your yogurt bowl, or even in your salad, think about adding that because that fiber is really going to help get things moving. Now, another popular over-the-counter resource that GLP community swears by is stool softeners and Miralax. Miralax is something that I have taken in the past many years ago to help me sort of get regular. My goes without saying, if things don't improve or get worse, constipation is a very serious issue that you have to talk to your healthcare provider for to make sure that they're giving you the right treatment. Now, let's flip the switch. If you're running to the can more than you like, here's how to help tighten things. That means if you have diarrhea. According to the GLP-1 community, the most popular suggested tips to deal with that are things that you probably have in your pantry. Applesauce. It's easy on the gut, and the pectin helps to bulk up your stools. Oatmeal. It's gentle fiber that also soothes. Plain rice, just a bit of it really calms the chaos. Believe it or not, applesauce, oatmeal, and plain rice are things that I've used with my own kids when they've had diarrhea. And when you are on a GLP-1 like Zepbound or Wegovy, you know that you have to avoid greasy or highly processed foods Otherwise, your stomach is going to be upset, and that's probably why you're having a lot of visits to the bathroom. Now, sulfur burps and acid reflux. I have not experienced a sulfur burp yet, but I have had acid reflux. Now, these two have similar suggested tips. Skip carbonated drinks, eat slower, don't overfill your stomach. Make sure that you stop eating 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed, because when you're lying flat on your stomach, that's a recipe for heartburn to happen. Bloating and gas. If you're feeling like a floating balloon, welcome to the float boat. That is a common side effect for me, aside from constipation and things that the community and I have myself have tried that have helped are peppermint and ginger tea. They are natural soothers. They're over the counter, and they definitely do help you feel a little bit more comfortable. Be cautious of veggies such as broccoli, cabbage, and other gassy ones. They will make you very bloated and uncomfortable. Gentle movement. We all know that exercise helps to keep everything moving and sort of releases the trapped air. And some people swear by digestive enzymes. I know that Bioptimizer makes digestive enzymes that some people are really recommending lately. I have not tried it. I would say a natural enzyme that you could try is fruits like papaya, pineapple, and mangoes. They all have natural enzymes that will probably help aid in all of these issues. Now, GLP-1s are powerful. And the good news is there are ways to make these GI issues better. They are uncomfortable. Trust me, I know it. I have clinical chronic constipation, and I have been very uncomfortable at times. But knowing how to manage these symptoms with these top famous suggested tips that do actually work have made my life a lot easier. If you've got a trick that I didn't mention that has worked for you, drop it in the comments. We're in this together. Poop happens. We all go. So don't suffer at it alone. Your gut deserves love too. Make sure you're subscribed. Don't miss the next update on my GLP-1 journey. Until then, stay regular, stay hydrated, and make sure you take care of your throne. Bye.